with the poles left and right, inside and secured into the ground anchors, then we want to take the net wrap and just gather up, and do not throw this away. This is going to be used for storing the net after you've played the game, and to avoid it from getting tangled when you store it in the game bag. So make sure you keep hold of this and just put it back in the bag when you're done setting up the game. Then we're going to move to the guy wires. Now, as you can see, we attached these while it was on the ground, and this is the reason. To attach this when it's in position is going to be very difficult to do. So it's already attached to the eye bolt. The next part to do is to untangle these wires for the guy wires. So just untwist them, and then you're going to separate these, and one is going to go on the left and one is going to go on the right to give you the necessary tension on the net. So you can see that these just need to be separated. So just let these cords separate out. And then you're going to take one of the nails and you're going to bring this guy wire out to the right hand side. And this here, this plastic part here, this is the tensioner. This will slide up and down to give you more or less tension on the net. So when you first put these in the ground, the net doesn't have to be tight. You'll make that adjustment with the tensioner. You just want to get these in a position in the ground that's secure, and then you go back and create the tension. So I've got the nail in here. I'm going to separate this out here. I'm just going to put it into the ground like so. And I'm going to do the same with this one on the other side. Pull this one out. Again, we can see the tensioner. This is what's going to give you the tension on the net. So we're not going to do that at the moment. We're going to get all 4 guy wires in the ground first and then come back and tension the net. Right now we just want to secure them into the ground. So take this into the ground and stick it in. This is on the right hand side. And now we're going to do the same on the other side of the net to secure the guy wires. So the guy wires, again, very high. Just make sure that these aren't tangled. And then we're going to separate these left and right. We're going to stick these in the ground, and then we're going to return once all 4 are in the ground to do the tensioning. So right now, just make sure that it's hooked around the nail, the rope, and then put the hole away. Probably when you're putting it into the ground, it makes it a little bit easier. But you'll see here, I'm going to stretch it out so it's going to be away from the court, and it's going to be in this direction of the court, kind of at a diagonal. Put it into the ground, so, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to take this guy wire, I'm going to take it away so that it is away from the court and to the left, and we're going to put it into the ground. So all 4 guy wires are now secure. Once all 4 guy wires are secured to the ground with the nail, then we return to them one at a time, and we use the plastic tensioner to actually give some tension. So we're just going to slide this up, hold on to the plastic with one hand and use the other hand to pull the cord through. And this is tightening up this guy wire. You just want to do a little bit first of all on each one. So that's a little bit on this one. Cross over here. Again, slide up the tensioner. And now I'm going to do the 2 on the other side. And then on the 4th one here. And as you do this, you'll start to see the net getting into the right kind of position. And as you do this, if you've got too much tension on one side, you just release a little bit tension. So it's very easy to adjust with the 4 tensioners, just to make sure you get the net standing nice and straight. So just work with the 4 sides. You can check the position. This pole now looks quite nice and straight. This one a little bit more. So this pole looks good. On this side, it's a little squint, need a little bit more tension on this side, a little less on the other side. Okay, that looks pretty good. And that's the last part of setting up, ready to play BoxxyBall.